morning and welcome to United Way at Work. I'm Caprice Hover, Executive Director, and I'm here with Chris Greeno, the man behind the scenes for all the letter carrier food drives. He's with me here today to talk about an event we have coming up on May 12th where we are going to feed as many people as we possibly can. Chris, tell us all about it.
Well, it's the Letter Carriers Food Drive. It's a national event and we've probably been doing it for 25 years here in Rutland. And it's one of the largest food drives in our community.
Absolutely. And I remember, I think last year, it was the 26th year nationally. What did Rutland do?
Rutland collected over 20,000 pounds. We reached a goal of over 1 million pounds for the life of the food drive, which was a huge milestone for us. And it's a great community event where everyone gets involved. Absolutely.
We certainly couldn't do this without the community, but your guys work really, really hard too. Can you tell us a little bit about how you put that all together?
It's a really difficult day for letter carriers, but they're proud to do it. They work in the community. They're very proud of the people that they serve every day. So they do pick up the extra work. While they're delivering their mail, they'll pick up all the food donations and we'll bring it back here on site and have it sorted and distributed to the local food shelves in our community.
Right, in a little while we're going to go visit those food shelves. But one of the other things I loved about why you picked this one was the timing. And so why is it important to be doing as much food drive right now as we can?
Nationally, we thought it was a great idea to do it now in the spring because kids are getting out of school, and during that school break, there's meals that they're not being provided that they normally get through the school system. There are lunches and breakfast programs that aren't there for them. So we try to meet the need and help those families out by asking for food donations, something that you would feed your children for lunch or for breakfast, or
all perishable, non-perishable. We don't want glass.
Preferably not in glass.
Yep. Right, and you'll see the little yellow bags coming to your mailboxes soon, right?
Yep, there'll be a postcard and a yellow bag delivered the week before the food drive, which is the second Saturday in May every year.
Absolutely. And is there anything that has surprised you over the years?
The generosity of the community. There's a few things that surprised me. One, the overall need. I get feedback from the food shelves and where they let me know how much need there is, how many families they're serving, and they serve far more families than what I had imagined when we started this food drive. I knew the need was there, but there's a lot of working families.
That's true.
It's not just people that are unemployed. There's a lot of working poor that need that little extra for their kids, and we really strive to meet those needs and help the people in our community. And the people who donate the food know that the food's staying right here, so they're really helping their neighbors, and it's a great community event.
Well, and to clarify, when you say stay here, like we raise 20,000 in the city, but you also raise food and bring food in throughout the county and other areas, right?
Yeah, it's a national event, and I represent the central Vermont area. So all the food collected in the towns that it's collected in.
So Fairhaven gets Fairhaven's food, West Rutland, same thing, yeah, right.
So it's not like you donate and it goes to some warehouse in the middle of the country and then it's redistributed. It stays right in the community. You are directly helping people, your friends and neighbors.
That's right. And that's one of the key things, and that's what we do at United Way. So continue to live united. Please give generously during our food drive. And now we're going to take you on a road trip. Today we're going to go see all the benefactors of this food drive. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
And here's United Way at Work at the Brock Food Shelf. And again with Chris Greeno, because we're taking him on the tour with us because he does all this hard work with his letter carriers and really wanted to see where it ends up. So what do you think, Chris?
I really like this space. It's very comfortable. It's bright. It's a little bare right now, so we could use some more donations to help fill these shelves up.
Absolutely. So we're going to actually switch, and I'm going to talk with Megan, who is the manager of the food shelf, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about what Brock does with the families. Okay?
Excellent.
Thank you, Chris. Megan, it's so good to be here with you today. We're getting ready for the Letter Carriers Food Drive, so we wanted to talk a little bit with you about what it means to you and what it does for the community.
Yeah, sure. It means food is what it means, and it means full bellies and people have something to bring home. It means that there'll be a little extra income to spend on other things to help them help them get through. So anything we can do, and you can see right now, move back a little bit, the shelves are getting a little bit lean. So we're looking forward to it. We can't wait to have a nice stock thing, and we appreciate
and
it.
perfect timing before the kids get out of school. Do you
Yeah.
see an increase during that time in
Yeah,
your shelves?
absolutely, and even right now, with the school vacation.
Oh, right.
So
So it's
when-
school break this week,
right.
so they're not getting those meals during the day
Exactly.
and the snacks during the day.
Yes, yep.
Right. So
No-
how
no
many
meals
people
available.
do you generally serve a month? Do you know?
We serve about 35 families a day on average, right, and close to 1,000 individuals in a month.
That's
So
a lot of people to
It's
keep
a lot of people.
full bellies in,
Yes,
isn't it?
it
So
is.
without this drive in May, what would happen? What would people
It makes
do?
it very tricky. Not as much to offer. The supplies get a little low, like anyone
Right.
you're hosting.
So when
you're
we're
hosting,
thinking
want
about
food.
the food drive, we want to think
Yes.
about non-perishables and kids stuff because we are trying to feed the kids and the parents. correct?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Anything special that you think is mostly needed?
A lot of tomato products, pastas, things you can make into meals
Yep.
are always very good. The canned meats, the tunas, chicken, hams, things that people can kind of have in their cupboard and use to supplement those things. Anything is really appreciated.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank you,
taking time out of your
Caprice.
busy
Yes.
day. We know you have
Thank
a lot
you,
of
United
families
Way.
being
Thank you.
served.
Letter carriers.
And we're going to go on and see some of
Great.
other partners in this event.
Fantastic.
And we'll see you soon.
We can't
Thank
wait.
you.
Lots of food.
Welcome to the Community Cupboard in Rutland, Vermont. We're here with Chris Greeno again on our second visit to a food shelf, and with Kelly Giancola, the Executive Director of the Community Cupboard, showing you another site that the Letter Carriers Food Drive benefits. Chris, what do you think?
I think this is great. I think that we need some more food on these shelves to feed some hungry kids this summer. It's a very nice space, very comfortable feeling, and it's good to see where all that food that we collect actually goes to serve the community.
And yeah, we learned at the last food shelf that this is actually kind of a busy time. So, Kelly, tell us, when do you open?
We're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 3, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6. And we like to have that flexibility for folks who are working, and they can adjust their schedule to what they need, especially during this vacation week for the children. And as I agree with Chris's statement that we're just hopeful and always appreciative of everything that is donated to us.
Yeah, I think people forget when school break is on. I mean, we do this in May because of the summer school break, but today we happen to be in school break for the spring, so that was different.
The food shelves, I didn't realize, I didn't think about it, but they're taking a hit and losing a lot of the shelves this week as well. So
Right.
they're really going to be in need come May.
Yeah, because when you think about the kids at school, they have morning snack, they have lunch, they have afternoon snack, and now they're at home, and the families need to take care of that. So that means a lot of work for you guys too, huh?
It does. We're always looking for kid-friendly items too, things like cereal, granola bars, quick snacks, peanut butter, things that children can make easily on
We
their
were
own.
just talking about peanut butter and mac and cheese are the staples you
Yes.
want for kids when they're at home eating, right?
Yeah. Raviolis with Pop-Tops.
Yes, the Pop-Tarts are
Yes,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah. So what does this food drive mean for the community cupboard every year?
Well, I think it's twofold. I think it's gathering the food, but it's also creating that awareness about what our community does for people, and how generous everyone is, but also that there is indeed a need in our community, and we hope everybody can step up. And it's really easy. Just put that bag out at your mailbox, and somebody else does the work. And we've got some great volunteers this year, as you know,
Exactly. Oh,
all the people that
absolutely.
are going to show up.
It's fabulous. And certainly if you want to get engaged, that is absolutely an opportunity to come show up on May 12th. There's a bunch of people helping out. We have a barbecue. We support the letter carrier guys and women because they are working really, really hard. So feeding them is really important. And we were just talking earlier also about how the fact that the SNAP food stamp program is being cut. Meals on Wheels is getting cut. So are you feeling added pressure?
We see a steady need. I mean, it's definitely not improving. I don't know that it's increasing any more than it has been. But during peak times, things like holidays, we see a lot more donations around Christmas, and then it kind of slows down. And people, I think, just don't remember. If it doesn't directly affect you, it's easy to kind of put it aside. And
Exactly. Well, thank you for all your hard work, Kelly, and this is a wonderful space. And can we say congratulations? You're going to a new way in your world, but the community cupboard's ready to keep going and serving the community as it always has.
yes. We'll be hiring a new director shortly, and that will be announced in the coming week, I would think.
That's awesome.
And so it's going to keep going, and it's got some great volunteers already in place, and I appreciate so much what the postal carriers do and what United Way has done for us. Thank you.
Thank you. And our final stop along the tour today is at the food shelf for the Salvation Army. I'm here with Captain Maureen Lawless, who is in charge of everything for Salvation Army, not just the food shelf. So she's a very, very busy woman. And of course, our letter carrier, Chris, is with us as well. Hi, Chris. I'm going to start with Maureen this time. So Maureen, tell me what this food drive means to you.
Well, this whole area is hunger. Well, they have just a little bit of food once in a while, but there's so much more that they need throughout the month. And so this food bank, it really needs some of that food because we don't purchase our own food. Mm-hmm. And we get all the donations from our Vermont food bank. And so this kind of tops us up, and it helps us to sustain through the months ahead, through the summer, especially when the next food drive is when we stuff the bus. And so it just kind of takes us through the summer, and it's really important at this stage in time.
So who do you generally see? Like, how many families do you work with on an average basis?
I think we do around 75 families maybe a week, and give or take what time of the month it is.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Later in the month, usually we see it pick up during the week, and we're open for 4 days a week.
Yeah, what are your hours and where are you located again? Because I don't think
We're
people can
here-
really tell where we're standing, where you are.
Yeah, we're at 1 Scale Avenue, the House Center, and Building 12A. We are kind of in the back so we have to come way to the back of the area, but we're located here, and we're open 4 days a week. Tuesday and Friday, we are later in the day from 3 to 6, so we can accommodate those that are working. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we're open from 10 to 2, so we can accommodate those folks.
Perfect. And Chris, what do you think? This is our third food shelf visit.
Third food shelf, another place that is serving the needs of the community. Again, it looks very welcoming and friendly in here. There's some food on the shelves. It's a great resource for the community, and I'm glad that we have 3 strong food shelves to serve those needs and the families that I see out there every day when I'm delivering.
Well, and that's one of the things, people say, oh, well, it's duplicating. And and I know, because we're out on the street a lot, that there's no duplication. People are hungry, and when they need food, having alternative times and alternative places that are convenient for them works well. So you were talking earlier about what you do see and how you get to know the families. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, being a letter carrier for over 20 years, working all over the city of Rutland, you don't really realize until you do the job how close you get to these families, how you get to know them. They talk to you, you get to see a lot of the kids and the needs, whether they're doing really great and do something in sports and athletics, or get into a college, or they happen to have a need, and you learn about some of the tragedies that happen in hard times. So it's really nice to see that we have a strong structure in our community to help those people that are in need. And I don't think that one food shelf in Rutland would be able to meet those needs, because there's 3 different locations, all different hours, and they're all set up to help the people that are in need and find themselves needing to help their families and feed their kids,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a lot of working poor in our community. We know that. And that's why it's important for everybody, when you see those yellow bags come to your mailboxes, make sure you fill them as full as you possibly can with non-perishable items, and preferably not glass. We talked a little bit about what kind of food needs the shelves have. Is there a specific need that you see for your food shelf?
We are often needing more of the non-perishables, which are like the rices, the beans, some proteins that are easy to cook. A lot of people don't know how to deal with some things. They need more education how to cook them. But some of those things that'll last a little longer for the families, and this isn't what we're collecting that day, but often we do need some perishables too. If people are willing to bring it by, we could use it, but not at our food drive.
Not at our food drive, yeah, we don't want perishables
No,
at the food drive.
but sometimes we people ask for meats, and we don't, often that's just hit and miss, and so that's hard to come by.
Exactly.
But generally things that will last long, family oriented, some of the bigger families need some more foods, and so we get a big stuff sometimes, but
You mean the
sometimes,
family size
yeah,
packets
family
of the
size stuff,
stuffing
yeah,
or the mashed potatoes?
that would be
or-
helpful for some of the larger families.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you very much. It was great
it's
to
my
come
pleasure.
and see you, and we look forward to helping you out on May 12th.
It's a lot of fun, and we need those volunteers too.
We need a lot
so-
of volunteers, and preferably, we do ask people to lift some boxes. So, young folks, I know we got a couple college kids I've got coming this year, so that'll help out too. So, thank you so much. And this is United Way at Work for the Postal Letter Carrier Food Drive, May 12th. And please, please help out our community with your generosity once again.
Indeed.
2 years ago, I came here from New Hampshire after my ex left me being pregnant. I was homeless, and I had a bunch of resources tell me Fairhaven Concern can help me. I came here, I was scared to death.
We are busy here. We are busy. The food shelf is busy, and there's need here.
I have a 4-year-old named Maggie. I have a 1-year-old named Isabel. It was a life-changing experience for me coming here and relying on Fairhaven Concern, because for me, I always wanted to do things by myself.
Cassie's story represents many that we do serve here. Her ability to be able to take a situation where she feels that she has no hope, and she's stated that before, and being able to move to a place of hope and of success. We're very proud of where Cassie's at today.
If I never came here, I wouldn't be where I am today.
I'm very proud of what we do here. There's a great team. You can't see them, but boy, they're behind me. They're great.
My future plans is to run a business of my own. Right now, I have 17 customers. On Facebook, you can find Cassie Services. It's a landscaping, housekeeping business. I also do anything from car detailing, animal care, elderly care, child care, trimming hedges, anything gardening, landscaping, any housekeeping, stacking wood, cutting wood. I do all of that to help people. Like, I see what Fairhaven Concern does to people, and I'm like, I want to be a part of that. I want to have a business helping people, and to me, it's not about the money. It's about helping people. And that means more to me than anything.
This week we have the Stone Bench Project, which is comprised of local youth between the ages of 13 and 19. The instructor is Nora Valdez, and this is her 9th year working with the local youth.
A lot of the kids, as I say, they find a way to express themselves when they accomplish something, and they get to trust themselves, and so they leave the project like feeling very positive about themselves. So it's a whole process, and we talk a lot about like being secure, that being yourself and trusting yourself, and that's all it takes in life. You trust in yourself, you will do great.
United Way has been very instrumental in helping us fund it this year. We see this as something that is part of Rutland Region's heritage. The bench is a permanent public artwork that's left after the kids have grown up. They can come back, their names on it, on a plaque, and show their friends and family that they've left something for the community.
It's gonna feel like you've accomplished something, and it's really important to know that you did this and you helped other people and other people helped you, like a real serious project that's gonna go out in the world for a long time. To work on with somebody, I think it's kind of cool to share everything with them.
Sometimes it's not always easy to make ends meet. My husband had lost his job back in November. of 2016, and I went out a month later to have surgery on my elbow, so therefore that's how we actually had lost our housing. And then we ended up in the in the state, in the national forest, excuse me. Which we lived there for a few months. It was hard. We lived in a lean-to in the middle of winter. So on those nights we'd stay up in our lean-to. It was freezing cold. Middle of winter, in the national forest, because nobody would put us up. Finally, with the grace of God and praying, I had Carol, my angel, help me. I went to Brock, and she was just always there, no matter what. She helped me find the apartment. She'd search with me. She helped me do applications. Brock for the community is just really good for all of us. If we didn't have this agency, I'm not sure that a lot of people would have the sustainability or what they need in their lives. So here I am today with my new house and over my head and be able to cook at my stove, and it's wonderful.
Well, obviously seeing how the Dismas House deals with people coming out of corrections, I unfortunately had a run-in with the law this last time. I've had a drinking problem for a lot of decades, and unfortunately, if I start drinking, I end up in trouble.
When they get out of prison, they feel like they've got convict written on their forehead, and they walk down the street and they think everybody's looking at them as one of those bad guys, and they don't get that here. And I really stress that, you know, you come here and you're going to be just instantly part of the family.
If I haven't met Therese and she wouldn't give me the chance to be here, I probably would be in jail. And if I was not to be in jail, I'll probably be in the wrong spot and probably get to the same steps that I gone the first time.
The lifestyle in jail is you learn not to trust many people. It just makes the day go by easier in jail. So to come out and live in close proximity with others that were trying to get jobs and get reestablished with their families and, you know, move on in life, get an education. I was able to get involved with the positive aspects of what Dismas offers, which is immense.
I would like to say to these people that run these houses and programs that keep up the good job, and they are doing great. You don't know how much this means to us, and opportunities like this does not come very often, and we need more houses and places like this for second chances.
My world gets real small if I drink, and my world gets really, really large if I stay sober and stay involved with community and family and those kinds of things.
Here at Meals on Wheels, we deliver approximately 1,100 meals a day, Monday through Friday. A lot of people are very grateful and thankful for the services we do. Some people don't have much family around here. Some people can't afford, healthy food to survive through the week and stuff. So we bring a bunch of stuff for them.
You can depend on them. They come 3 times a week and they're always there. They're good on the weekends and also near the end of the month when funds are short. It helps substitute, and plus they're good.
Meals on Wheels is great for the idea that somebody is coming to the house at least once, or twice a week or 3 times a week. And just the idea of having somebody else have eyes on my dad is a great relief to me.
Here you go, Cal.
I get very nice meals. I enjoy them very much. And it saves me from trying to do the cooking myself, which I can't do.
United Way is crucial to what we do here. We've been partners with the United Way almost since we began.
In a community like this, it's easier to have people behind you to help you with the things that you need help with than to not ask for help and be lost along the way.
We see all the good work that the United Way is doing for our community.
United Way, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for keeping Dismas on your list and for giving us the support. It really means a lot.
It takes care of a lot of people, from little kids up to the elderly.
It's really important for people to give to United Way, which helps provide support to Meals on Wheels and other programs that are available to the people in this community.
Thank you for supporting the United Way.